guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hope you guys are all doing well. Big up to everybody. We are here for the 99 Rival Show. Obviously, I'm here with Taylor, as you can see. I'm actually really surprised we even got him on this one, considering United lost today. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm joined by my brother Taylor. How are you doing, brother?
Yeah, doing all right. Tired, been busy, so that's probably why I'm not overly annoyed. And expectations ain't high anymore, so it's expected.
No, I get you. We've got quite a lot to talk about, so we're not gonna mess around with it. Where do you want to start? Did you just what? Where the hell is my tab? I had a tab that had Man United games on it. United. Okay. Obviously, we'll talk about the Palace game, of course. But the last game we spoke about was the Brighton game. So, do you want to start on the Rangers game?
Yes. Well, basically since then, like 3 wins and 4, you'd think that's all right. But when you look at the way we've won them, the Rangers game was one of it weren't the best. It was quite average. We probably should have had that game dead and buried, but we let them back in way late, and then it took like a very good goal from like assisting from Martinez and a great goal from Bruno to like win us the game and to pretty much secure going through the Europa League. But that game was pretty stale. There was nothing special about it. It was just moments. And I think every game has been moments since then. Fulham, probably the deadest game of football you'll ever see. Like, I think no one had a touch in each other's boxes since the 70th minute. So you can imagine that was just dead and buried, boring, nothing to look forward to. And then it took a Martinez shot which deflected and went in. Like, once again, it took a moment.
I'd seen a clip on TikTok of him absolutely bodying what's his name? Traore.
Traore. I think the thing is, I think the one you saw was his first game against Fulham. He did that in the first game. Second game, I don't know. Everyone was bad. Both teams. Everyone was terrible. Like, it's literally probably one of the most pointless games to even ever speak about because it was just that dead. Apart from the goal, that was it, and it was a deflection. Once again, a moment's game. After that, you had FCSB. They were 8th in the Europa League at the time.
Korean mode team.
Yeah, something like that. We should have won that game 8-0 minimum with the chances we had.
Yeah, you had 21 shots. Damn.
Yeah, and it only being 2-0. The goals were very good. Like, I can't discredit that. The goals weren't like they were very good bits of play. Great advance runs from the likes of Delot at the time, like actually being a wing back instead of being, I don't know what he's trying to be at the moment, but he actually pushed forward as a wing back. Mainu running through the lines as the number 10. And then second goal, again, Mainu, because he's in that advanced 10 role, gets ball in the box and slots it in nice and easy. So you thought, like, ooh, all right. And I said, I think it was yesterday or the day before when I was on with you lot, and someone asked me about the Palace game. I said, if we don't turn up like we did against FCSB, we'll struggle. And that's exactly what happened. Because I remember seeing the stats, we looked like we were all over them. But their like XG was higher. Like, they were obviously getting shot. Like, their attacks were obviously being brutal. And then eventually Palace broke through onto us and end up getting 2 goals. And then once again, we've lost at home. Literally, if you want to play anywhere in the world right now, you want to play at Old Trafford. Because there's nothing scary about it anymore at the moment. Because I think most of our wins or points are away from home. Like, we're shocking at home at the moment. Which is no, you'd never think of that. Because that was... When you think of United, you think, God, we will go Old Trafford. And everyone knows what Old Trafford's like. Not anymore. Everyone's excited. You're like, well,
it's crazy to me as well. Obviously, people won't know. Obviously, on here because the channel hasn't been alive that long. But as a whole, like, it's crazy. I would never have thought me and you would have been speaking about Man United to the point where fucking you have 28 goals for, 34 against. Like, you've got a -6 goal difference, which is mad.
Yeah, I think last season we ended on 0 on goal difference, I think.
Yeah, well,
and the season before that wasn't even great either.
-1 goal difference.
-1, and I think the season before was 0 or 1, something ridiculous. This whole system is just showing, like, it's really proving how bad these players are, and like how, like, player FC it is, and you see Amra's exposing them all. Rashford's gone, like, his medical's done. He's gone on loan to Villa for I think it's rest of the season. I think 70% they're paying for his wages, which quite surprised because he's on a lot of wages, being on 350 grand a week. We brought in a couple of players, but one being the left back, which coincidentally Shaw's back from injury. Now we've signed a fucking left back. Typical. We got that of a young centre back. We might as well touch on the Tell deal.
Yeah.
As it's apparently fallen through. I think that's more on. I have to think. Well, it is on United's side because overall it looks like United are not gonna get anyone by deadline day. So, which is a shame. Like, I would have liked him on loan. That would have been nice. Like, it's that bad. Højlund Xerxes didn't start today. Mainly got played at false 9. So that's how bad the situation is. Mainly looked pretty decent. I don't think false. Obviously, he did start off as a striker when he was coming through the youth system, but I think 10 role. I think that's looked his best so far from what I can in that formation, because him sitting next to Agate, he's been given a lot to do, and it's quite hard for him to do. But yeah, Tell would have been nice, but where he will go, I do not, because he's adamant he's going. So
Looks like
it could be Arsenal, but apparently he rejected Arsenal. Like, he's rejected all these teams, and he said yes to United.
Because the thing is, he doesn't want to go. That's the problem. Like, all of the reports. The report said that he was actually eager to go to Spurs, but then that deal fell through. So it's like, what's the actual truth then?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's just paper talk that he wants to go here, he wants to go there. I actually don't think he wants to leave at all. They're just pushing him out.
Yeah. So, he's looked at everything. That's probably why he's probably thought I'll say I'll leave, but I don't really want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And the only public thing is that the only team he hasn't rejected is United, which honestly doesn't surprise me, but it does surprise me because we're so bad. But I think he'd do well. Like, whack him out striker, he's got the pace, he's got the ability. I think he could be a far better player than Højlund and Xerxes. But those two are going to be impossible to ship off because you're going to lose money no matter what. And you're going to lose a lot of money on Højlund because we spent £75 million on him. You know?
There's a report here saying Man United and Bayern could not reach an agreement for Matthijs Tell. Deal is off. There's still options for Tell, including Arsenal. Now, that's coming from Kerry Hall. He's very reliable when it comes to Bayern.
Yeah, it's. I mean, what else can we do, really?
Yeah, so basically,
there's obviously a reason we've decided to not.
It's on Bayern. It's on Bayern's side, mate. It says here, Manchester United were offering a loan deal with an option to buy for Tell. Bayern wanted a permanent deal. Deal is off.
Yeah, they obviously want to get the money for him now. Then they obviously just want. because they obviously alone he's still tied to them and all that. They
Yeah, of
obviously
course.
Bayern are just like no, they want Bayern wants 70 mil for him, which I think is absolutely crazy. Like, yeah, his ability could warrant that, but he doesn't play at all. Like his game time doesn't warrant him being 70 mil at all. And United are not gonna, hopefully not anymore, do stupid shit like that. Not under Amorim. That's probably why Amorim's like, if you can get him on loan, I'm not going to say no because we are desperate because we cannot score goals. But if Bayern are like no permanent deal or no deal, then which would be hard. I don't know who buys him for that
Arsenal
much.
aren't putting in a permanent deal.
No, not for that much.
Because I don't even believe the Ollie Watkins news. I don't believe that.
You
Apparently
didn't believe they bid it for him?
No, I think that's bullshit.
Mm.
I don't actually think there's a maybe they did a bid, but they knew that John Duran was going to Al Nassr. So I feel like they put that bid in knowing the fact that, they're not going to sell their other striker. That's the only striker they have, right? So
yeah. I mean, they technically have Rashford if they decide to play him up.
Yeah. So
and Asensio now,
even
though he's a winger.
Let's see if that's bullshit or not, because wasn't it like 40 to 50 million they offered for?
No, apparently it was 60 mil they bid it for Watkins.
Well, if it's 60 mil, then they need to buy Tal. Then I don't want them to, but Bayern should accept that.
Especially, obviously, I know he's Premier League proven, but he's 29.
Of course.
Like he's dropping down now, and he's not been as good as this season as he was last season. I think Aston Villa and as a total, obviously, Champions League is going to take a toll on them, having that many more games now. So whether it was true or not that they, placed a bid, but placing that much on a youngster who doesn't play, as well, who's been forced out of a club, why would you want to pay that much?
A fact.
The thing, like, it's weird. Like Bayern, they're acting like they have all the authority on what goes on with this deal, when they have none. Like, they have a player that most likely wants to stay, and they want high price for a player that they're forcing out who they don't play for a high price.
Yep.
To make up on what? I don't know what they're trying to make up on. Like,
I don't know, man.
Like they didn't. Obviously, you've made what, one low move deal this transfer?
No,
you've let go of 2 players on loan.
Yeah,
that's about it. Yeah, I don't think you've brought in. Your keeper.
We brought in our keeper, but yeah, other than that,
yeah, your keeper, but that's not an outfield player. That's not you're getting rid of your backup striker.
Yeah,
and you want a high price. Like, it's not like you could be able to buy a player unless you've got someone in the works.
Yeah.
So it's all weird. It's all weird on Bayern side. I don't know what they're trying to do.
Yeah, me neither, man. I'm not going to sit here and defend my club when they're fucking acting like donkeys. It's
yeah, we're no different.
But yeah, on United as a whole, though. So Rashford is gone. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it was coming, I think.
Okay.
Ever since his interview about new challenge and all that, you knew that the heart for United is gone. And then obviously Amorim 1 week saying the team is the worst team, and then saying he'd play a coach over Rashford because he doesn't train properly. It was bound to happen. He gave me some good moments. I'm not going to take that away from Rashford. Yeah. Obviously, he got spoke about at one point he was, during that one season, he was probably one of the best left wingers in the world. But
yeah, in that season, yeah, facts.
Yeah, but for his talent and what he should have is not there. Like, how talented he is, his goal should be way more. He should have more under his belt, and he doesn't. And his attitude is terrible, especially on the field. His work rate terrible. Just doesn't run. Like he walks around like he's Messi.
Yeah,
that's the problem. And he's not. No, he's United through and through. Dedicated 20 years to United. It's fair enough. I don't take that away from him, but his heart's not in it. So just move on. Yeah, no point bringing the team down with you. If you care about United that much, then
you leave.
Yeah, like you, and he's got to remember he's not the player that he thinks he is as well. He's not going to Barcelona. Barcelona can't afford him, so it's not going to happen. And he probably doesn't even start for Barcelona.
No,
not probably. He doesn't. Doesn't go over Yamal. Doesn't go over Lewandowski. He doesn't go over Rafinha. So,
facts.
So what's the point? I think he should have. I think he should have pushed for AC Milan. I think that would have been a great stepping point. They're in the Champions League. They're doing decent in their own league, doing better than what Aston Villa are doing in the Prem.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, why he's gone to Aston Villa, I don't know. There'll probably be something. He may say something, talking about the deal, but might not know.
You said something about Martinez being out, didn't you?
Yeah, he's looked like he's got an ACL. He definitely went down with his knee, and Amrim said it's not looking good at all. So that could be his season done. Which is like, I mean, we kind of have the backup, but it was kind of nice having him in there. Because I think all of our centre backs are right-footed, if I'm being honest. He was probably our only left-footed centre back, and he's probably like, obviously because he's a small guy, but he's got more on ball ability compared to the rest of them. That's why he's assisted players like Bruno and that, and managed to score a couple himself.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we whack in one of the new players that we brought in, or now Luke Shaw suddenly come back to training. If we end up trying to put him like left centre back, like he did for England at one point, I think it was England, where he looked decent. Well, even at times at United actually under Ollie, he looked decent at left centre back. But it's all doom and gloom. We'll see what we can see. See what happens. I just don't expect nothing anymore from this season. Like the crazy, like looking at like all of the like Europa League, we should be winning that. All those teams in there, maybe Galatasaray, maybe Tottenham. Like they're the three teams. If it's not any of them winning it, it's crazy. I know Tottenham are that bad. We are that bad also. Galatasaray top of their league. If none of like those other teams are that bad, like no one else should be winning it other than those three teams, which I still think realistically should be United. But I don't know if that's the bias from me or what. But I don't think that's going to happen. Unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I get you. But there's still one day, isn't there? Tomorrow night. See anybody else coming in?
No, I think that's done now. We obviously announced the two players at Old Trafford earlier against Palace. If United are saying they're not going to push for anyone else, then I don't think they can do it. I think that they probably really wanted Tell, but if Bayern are being very stubborn, maybe the deal still might happen. Bayern may fold and be like, you know what, all right, have the loan deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All depends on Arsenal, I think.
Maybe. Well, this depends if he wants Arsenal though. That's the thing. It depends what Tell wants. That's going to be the other problem. Is what Tell wants.
Facts.
No one really knows what he wants. So
I'm with you.
But obviously, like I was saying to you earlier, if the deals for Nkuku, Leon Bailey, and Tell are unlikely, then
no.
I just
Unless
don't
it
see it.
becomes craziness, then you ain't getting anything else.
I mean, if for God knows some reason, we did deadline day and got Nkuku, and say we bought him for 60 mil, why not buy and tell for that? Why not try? Like, why would you not try on that? Like, if that, I don't think it will happen, but if that happens, I'll lose my mind because Nkuku isn't worth £10 for a start because of his injury record, and he plays for a B team in the Conference League. Then we all know it's all doom once again. It's like basically we basically got the British Glazers as our owner now. Like, that's going to be the new thing at this point, I think.
No, I'm with you, 100%. Let's move over to Bayern though. So the last time we did our show, or this show, we spoke about Bayern beating Wolfsburg and Goretzka pulling it up. Obviously, the game after that was the Feyenoord game.
Yes. Yeah, I was with you on that one.
Yeah. So obviously, Company. It seems like Company looked past this team, weren't taking them seriously, and yeah, man, we've been saying this for a while now. Any team that comes at Bayern with a proper game plan, knowing what to do, is going to beat us. Kim Min-jae in that game tried to do some sort of wrestling move, but carried on running, didn't, because he's a bozo, doesn't deserve to play for this football club. And yeah, man, it is what it is. They had 8 shots, 3 on target. That was 3 goals. Obviously, one of them was a penalty because of Rafael Guerrero, the fucking idiot. And obviously, Bayern Munich had 30 shots, 6 on target in that game with 80% possession. But hey, possession don't mean jack shit when you lose 3-0. So
only 6 on target though. Only double their on target with 30 shots. That's crazy.
Yeah, it just shows how shit our wingers are, but we still have idiotic fans, talking shit as per usual. Then the game after that, it was the Freiburg game. Obviously, coming off of a 3-0 loss to Freiburg in the Champions League, getting absolutely humiliated. And that game, we'll talk about the other Champions League game in a minute, but that game screwed us over. Obviously, we've got Celtic, which we'll talk about in a sec, but in general, that screwed us over because, if we would have got better, we could have got top 8 and we wouldn't even be talking about Celtic. So, like you said, Aston Villa aren't having the best season. Yes, they did beat us before anyone says it. But, they're not having the best season this season as a whole. And they scraped in at top 8. They got the 8th spot, If Bayern would have won against Feyenoord, who lost by 6 in the last game, it's just so dumb. But yeah, Freiburg, we beat them by 2-1. Again, Kim Min-jae being a fucking doofus again. Harry Kane gets a goal. His first outfield goal for a while. I think since
open play, wasn't it? First goal from open play in like 17, 18 goals.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah, madness. But yeah, he scores. Then Kim Min-jae scores. Good goal by Kim Min-jae, to be fair to you. And yeah, then he does a doofus moment, and Ginter scores in the 68th minute, and that was that. Not really much needs to be said. Important 3 points, we move. To be fair, and then after that game, we obviously go back into Europe. Still in Germany though, going against is it Slovrian Bratislava? Can never say it. But they were bottom of their table. I don't think they got bottom of the table because they did score against Bayern, which is a joke in itself. But yeah, we started off well. Thomas Müller doing his thing. Then Kane scored, and then Kingsley Coman scored. It was 3-0, and then Rafael Guerrero started to do the fucking samba. Man started wanting to do a little dance, little jiggy, like a fucking idiot that he is. He should not ever play for Bayern again, but he will because Company's a fucking absolute donut. But yeah, and then they go and score. They had 9 shots, 4 on target. They got one of their goals. We had 35 shots, 9 on target. It's disgusting, honestly.
Jesus. No.
And this is the problem. Like, I get it, I understand it, and I'm not going at anyone when I say this, but Harry Kane needs wingers that can score. Like, if you get wingers that can actually score with Olasey in there, Musiala in there, Kane himself in there, we're going to be a proper team again. But when you have these three stooges that are shit, quite literally shit, there's nothing really else to say. To be honest, it's just dumb. It makes no sense whatsoever. I kind of want to like pull me fucking eyeballs out watching this shit sometimes. And yeah, we obviously go into 12th spot in the Champions League, so obviously we get the playoffs, which then pushes us into Celtic. Just touching on Celtic quickly, definitely a favourable matchup. I know that Arsenal got Man City got absolutely battered today by Arsenal, but still in that aspect, I still didn't want to play City, because if we would have got City, it would have been City, Bayer Leverkusen, City. Those 3 games in a row. It's not good at all. So now Celtic isn't going to be an easy game in Scotland, but hopefully we can do something in that game, even if it's a draw, and take it back to Germany. But like, for me personally, I didn't want City. So yeah, Celtic I'm happy with. I still do feel like there is a chance we could lose in Scotland, because they're they just are what they are. They're a very, very good team. And again, any team that sets up properly against Bayern Munich wins, especially with these doofuses at the back, which we'll get into in the next game we're going to talk about. But as a whole, Celtic fans aren't allowed to be in the Allianz Arena in the second leg, due to like flares and all of that shit. Similar to what happened with the Bayern fans in the Arsenal game last year in the Champions League. So, of course, there'll be some Celtic fans, because they'll get through. They always do. But there isn't going to be the large amount that would have travelled over to Germany in general, which puts it in Bayern's favour. But let's see what happens, because you never know with these doofuses, to be honest with you. So, yeah, there's that. Then we move into the most recent game, which was the Hulstan Khalil game, which was yesterday. Again, to be honest, a pretty easy game. I wasn't happy with the lineup whatsoever. I generally feel like you could have given Asmu some game time from the start. Kimmich actually had a really, really good game, but why is he not playing right back? Why are we putting Lyon on again? Lyon's fucking dreadful. Don't understand that whatsoever. But yeah, it was pretty easy, to be fair. Jamal Musiala scores in the 19th minute. Then Harry Kane in the 45th plus 3. And then he scores in the 46th minute straight. Literally scores a header before halftime. Then comes back on and scores a header after halftime to make it 3-0. Then Serge Gnabry scores generally a goal that could go up for that fucking Puskas award. That goal in itself, the way he just touches that down and bangs it. To be fair, better goalkeeper save stat, I believe, but still, great goal. And that's the thing. He has brilliance in him, but he just can't get it out because he's terrible, which is just really annoying. So yeah, you think 4-0, let's go. We'll see to move on to what happens in the Bayer Leverkusen game. Blah 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 blah. At that point, obviously, they didn't play. They did win 3-1, but in general, at that point, they didn't play. So we were a good amount of points, I believe 9 points ahead. And then, shit hits the fan, 62nd minute. They get a goal. You think, okay, fine, 4-1, we'll take it. We'll take a 4-1, we'll bounce with that, we'll lean with that, blah, blah, blah. And then I think Kim Min-jae thinks, yeah, man, I'm just going to be a fucking doofus again. The second goal we can see, the guy is laying down on the floor like he's waiting for his man to come home, if you get my point. Like a Valentine's zesty sesh. I don't understand. And then I don't know what he's doing on the third goal. To be fair, give credit where credit is due. Whatever. Lima, why is he not in this position? Upamecano, why is he not in this position? But then Upper does the same. Kim Min-jae does the same thing again, where he's just running with the man. Like, this isn't you're not doing a fucking marathon with your friend, staying pace with each other. It's just dumb. It makes no sense. But yeah, stat-wise in that game, again, 29 shots, 12 on target, a little bit better, but still, you want more goals from that, of course. Considering this team is in the relegation fight, so it's fucking jarring. But hey, man, we're top of the league, still with a couple good amount of points, at least still 6 points ahead, which I'll take. Again, like I said, Bayer Leverkusen did win. I heard that they could have given away should have got a dodgy penalty gone, but they did get a red card from Ronaldo in the 61st minute. So hopefully that means in their next game against Wolfsburg, they'll lose, but probably not. And it's just going to be one of those Bayern needs to keep going because if not, Bayer Leverkusen are going to chase them like a shark in the water. So yeah, man. But yeah, big up to everybody. Smash the likes, hit the subscribe button. Let's go through your comments. Let's go through the chat. So yeah, big up, Dane. How you doing, mate? Taylor, are you vexed that Tao isn't going to Man United?
No, I wouldn't say vexed. It's just one of those where it would have been nice, but there's also the risk that if we got him, whether we end up playing him or not, because we'll have 3 strikers. I know we dropped both of us today, which in this game he probably could have played. Whether anything would have changed, I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
But so it would have been one of those. It's like I don't know if it's going to work out or not, because he's only going to have half a season to work with, most likely, if we did a loan deal.
Yeah. A 6-month loan deal, wasn't it?
So it would have been nice because he's a young, so he's got talent. But because Bayern wants a permanent deal and loads of money, it's unfortunately not going to happen.
Yeah, no, I'm with you 1,000%. Lol, no. Answer, brother, it's a fucking title for the name, bro. Like, relax. Just relax. Big up Godfrey, how you doing? I bet you're buzzing today after being in C. And yeah, smash the likes if you haven't already and hit the subscribe button. By the way, I know it shouldn't matter, but Hoffenheim got robbed of a pen versus Leverkusen. Yeah.
Oof.
That's just the Leverkusen luck, though, to be honest, isn't it? Because they were doing that last season by getting stupid goals here, left, right, and centre, and being lucky, blah, blah, blah. I want Arsenal to go in for Tal. Don't know why we're moving so slow, because you're Arsenal, brother, with all due respect. That's just what Arsenal do, don't they? Big up, Zia. How you doing, man? You're finally awake. Give me Taylor as manager. Bro, they wouldn't want Taylor as manager, put it that way. Because that guy would be fucking sparking them out. I think we sell Tal in the summer instead of... bro, please don't even put that into the fucking universe. I'm not reading that out loud. Yeah, big up. Tal wants to go on loan, but Bayern wants to sell him. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, facts. Taylor Anthony, the legend, still has to come back and get his rightful place on the map. Raw. You are moving mad today, aren't you? Per usual.
Always.
Oh yeah, Arakunda was another person we put out on loan. And we sold it, bro. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, trust the process, mate. 1,000%. Always, isn't it?
I mean, I trust my process, but it's gonna be a long ass process. But it's whether he gets the right amount of time, you know. Like his start as a manager it's been one of the worst for United in history. But he's exposing the terrible players. Like that, he's exposing what these players are and what they've done and how many managers these lot have thrown under the bus over the years. And he's like, no more. Like, we're going to make a team, and this team's going to be all right. No more player FC. This is going to be Man United. Hopefully, he gets the time that he requires to be able to do that, like he did at Sporting. He was hated at Sporting because of how bad they were, and then he sorted them all right out and made them unbeaten until he left.
Yep. Eric Ten Hag needs to become Saudi Arabian manager. Facts. We need Zia to start crying again, bro. Bro, Taylor Anthony got an assist.
Doesn't surprise me.
Man got an assist.
It's in La Liga now. It's easier.
Yeah, Ansar, we're not doing that. What? Come on now.
Yeah, no. Go away.
Man City are washed. Facts. I watched the Celtic game. I'm not impressed at all. Yeah, you might not be impressed, brother, but Aston Villa weren't as good as they were, and then they turn up. You got to remember these stadiums are going to turn up. It's a big game. Bayern Munich is a massive club. It's like one of the biggest clubs coming to your stadium for a Champions League game. You know, like where there is everything to play for. You know, it's one of those. Frankfurt can win the. Yeah, I'm not sure with Marmouche. By the way, I'm not sure. Bilbao for Europa. Okay, interesting. Spanish teams are good. I agree with you. Nah, so okay, yeah, right. He's just replying to others. Marmouche is going. See, looks like a serious downgrade. Yeah, he should have stayed. For me, he was in a wonderful team right there. Why leave? Cool, you go to Man City, you might win things in the future, but surely you could have just signed for Man City and stayed there. No, I don't get it. Transfer window is still open for 24 hours. Facts. Yep, it is. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with it. What's this? It's not Marmouche earned less than 2 million a year at Frankfurt. Yeah, it's not all about money there sometimes, man. Where's Touchline the fraud? He won't be in here, bruv. He's probably crying in his bed. Yeah. Bayern's Munich. Yes, I've seen that, for fuck's sake. So yeah, another player that we're pushing out just so we can play the fake Mexican. Rafael Guerrero. Man thinks he's fucking Eddie Guerrero, the fucking idiot. It is what it is. Slap the likes up. Yeah, fact so. Hey, big up, man. How you doing? Big up to Lewis every single time, man. Comes in with the Kim Min Ramos, bro. He's more like fucking Pecan, bro. The one that was having an affair with fucking Gavi's mum. Cheated on fucking Shakira, bro. What the fuck is this about? Hey, bro, you really didn't need to do that, man, but thank you so much for the donation. It means a lot. Our board, yeah, facts. No clear vision and planning. Yeah, I think Max Herbal's using all the money for donuts, bro, to be honest. The guy's a fucking idiot. So, but yeah, big up, man. Thank you so much for the donation. It means a lot. Taylor, are you going to win the Europa League?
We should, but I don't think we can get over the line. I don't think we're just spineless. I don't know. We're going to bottle it at some point. Obviously, we're straight through to the round 16, but we still have a chance to go against someone like Galatasaray, who would easily beat us. I think easily beat us.
Yeah, especially if you can't win at home, because going to Galatasaray, going to Turkey, that's a hard game, man.
Oh yeah, difficult.
So,
it's never been a nice place to go.
Facts. Yeah, to be fair, Zero, it is a timeout, bro. But you know what Lewis is like? He's a fraud, bro. Where the Real Madrid boys, they hide in when they lose. Facts. Don't worry. If Will turns up on next Thursday, when Zia does the thing, mate, I'm gonna rip him a new one. This guy fucking talking shit about my team all the time. Fucking goon. Bro, Madrid versus City is gonna be the biggest mid-off of all time. Bro, I need Man City to fucking pull. I need Erling Haaland to pull a fucking mad one and turn into Brock Lesnar, bro. Because I know that Taylor wants City out, and that's fair. But I know that City are going to go out eventually. I need Real Madrid to get out so they don't win again. Because if they win it in my stadium, bro, fuck me. Because we ain't going to win it because we're shit.
No, I can't have Liverpool winning it either. That'll make them 7. They'll have them more than you.
Yeah, they'll be more than us then, yeah.
So you don't want that either.
Fuck. But I need Inter Milan to win then. I'm going to be going on this fucking...
Or Celtic. Celtic can have it. Celtic can have it if they want.
Yeah, but that means they knock us out. I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, it's one of those. What games have we got coming up, though? Who have you got now? You've got Leicester in the 4th round of the FA Cup.
Yes. When is that? Is it on the weekend? That's Friday.
On Friday.
We're at home, so I don't. I know Leicester are terrible at the moment, but that's not nice at all.
No, that generally smells like a penalty shoot-off, bro.
Probably. At least we've got a big break between. We've got Tottenham on the Sunday after.
Bro, that's the fucking biggest mid I've ever heard of.
Mid-off, that's relegation.
That's a relegation fight, bro.
Literally, it is. That's so bad. Oh my god, that's
You
honestly,
lot used to battle to get the top 4, and now you're fucking in a relegation fight. What
the battle to not get fucking relegated. I'd never thought in my lifetime, but
mad.
it easily picks up quick.
Yeah, you said let's go Madrid. You're definitely getting timed out now, bro. But yeah, you confident with, like, well, not confident because obviously you just lost and you're not doing the best, but Leicester are also terrible. So you think?
I mean, it's hard to, as Andrew said, they lost 4-0 against Everton, but they did beat Tottenham. So it's like it's one of them. Like,
depends if Vardy turns up.
I mean, we this season we've done better against top 6 teams than we have against the bad teams. Like, we beat Arsenal with 10 men. We beat City. We drew to Chelsea. I know we lost to Arsenal, but that was under Ten Hag. And the Chelsea game was under Ruud van Nistelrooy. So it's not been bad on the top 6 end, but these lower teams, they always turn up against us. They have the game of their life, like Brighton. They have the game of their life, beat us 3-1, then it gets smacked 7-0 by Nottingham Forest. 7-0. Man like Chris Wood, who everyone thought was terrible, gets a hat-trick. Elanga, who we sold for 15 million, gets a hat-trick of assists. He's having a season right now, and we got rid of him.
To be
You
fair,
just look at like as if it could get worse. Like, these ex-players that we've got rid of, young players, shining at the likes of Nottingham Forest. Anthony getting a fucking assist in La Liga, which it should happen anyway because it's bloody La Liga. But it's just a spit in our faces. And it just exposes what United are at the moment. Like, you're getting rid of the young talent that are actually talented, and keeping the frauds of the team, just because they're hard to get rid of.
Talking about Bayern, bro.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Raw, that generally sounded like you were fucking subscribing. Fucking Bayern Munich there, bro. Fuck, you know. I think Esno is a great talent. We can't sell him. We learn him. The thing is, though, bro, you're right, 1000%. Get him some game time, but we have this loan curse, bro. People like to talk about Harry Kane curse. We have a loan curse. There's not many players that have come back and done something for Bayern after going out on loan. Most of them go out on loan and then get sold. That's why I don't want Tal to go. Big up, man. How you doing, G? What's it say? Bayern costing Lyon. Oh, bro. I barely had any brain cells as it is, bro. So, yeah, facts. Big facts.
Yeah,
who have Bayern got next, though? Bayern have got Werder Bremen. They are currently sitting in 8th place. 8 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses, 34 goals for, 36 against. Bayern should win that game, but we never know these days. Like, realistically, these teams are just going to be licking their lips looking at Bayern. No diddy. Because we're just terrible. Cool, you see the last 5 in the Bundesliga is all green and there's all ticks, but we're leaking. Like, this is the problem. I actually don't think I'll be able to find it straight up, but
you know it's not bad for us when I'm constantly seeing that United are calm if they don't pick up anyone else from now till tomorrow.
Yeah,
what are you calm for?
That's audacious.
We need to offload half the bloody team. How can you be calm? We've offloaded 2 people on loan. We were meant to loan off Malacia to, I want to say Benfica, but that could be a lie. It could be Bilbao. Some team. And that fell through. So no idea if he's going to go on loan, and he's terrible. He shouldn't be playing for us. I know he was out for a year and a half, but if you're out for a year and a half, no. The league is too much for you. You ain't going to survive. at all. So the fact that we feel calm, that we've brought in a youngster for the youth team, an 18-year-old centre-back and a left-back, is crazy. Because it's not just the defence that needs work. We need someone who can score goals. We have players like Diallo, like Garnacho, but they're not a one-man team. I know they have been a one-man team, but they need a team around them to be able to produce and, be able to get the goals. They can't always perform miracles. I know Ahmad has literally been our miracle. Like, he was like Moses, and he's spreading that bloody river for United to walk through to get some points here, there, and everywhere. And that's not going to always happen. So you need these players. I don't know why we're not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
And like I said, knowing my luck, and knowing our luck, we'll sign bloody Nkuku for a stupid price. He'll have one game and get injured.
Facts.
He'll probably the thing is, he'll score and injure himself on celebration. That's what he'll do.
Probably.
That's exactly what would happen.
Probably stuck the balloon in the wrong way.
Yeah, literally. And then, but we're not getting proper players. So okay.
You're not wrong. We have only lost once, brother, but we're leaking goals. This is my opinion. Like, we are leaking goals left, right, and centre. And it is a comedy show together, mate. It's Dumb and Dumber, bro. Like, all due respect, it is. It's like, who can out-retard themselves? To be honest. Like, who's going to be the biggest prick, We'll talk about it in the Durant show later on tonight, more in depth, of course, but it's a fucking joke, to be honest. It is a joke. Catalan's got a question for you, though. He says, Taylor, how does Anthony Dill work out? Losing £80 million on loan, does that not affect PRS rules in England?
Oh yeah. That's why we can't just offload someone like Rasmus Højlund, because we won't get half. We'll probably get at a push 30 mil, meaning that's a minus 45 mil, which means PSR and all that are going to be right up our asses to give us point deductions, which is why we need to be really careful, which is the main reason we were going to offload Garnacho, because he's pure profit. It'll be same with Rashford. He'll be pure profit, no matter how much we sell him for. So, we have, no matter what, we're screwed, because we're going to lose money on all the players. We're never getting £80 million back for Anthony. It's not possible unless he wins Betis the league from where they are now. And I don't know if they're still in the Europa League or whatever. Wins them, I don't know, Spanish Cup or whatever. Wins the Ballon d'Or. Might get our money back. But everyone knows it's not going to happen. Same with Rasmus, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get 75 mil back for him. Like I said, you might get 30 because he's a youngster. That's probably why you're going to push to get that sort of money back. You've got the likes of Xerxes. We already looked at loaning him out to Juventus. Can't sell him because we're not going to get 35 million back. Yeah. There's all these players we're never going to make money on. The ones we bought in. The only money we're going to make is the players we should never be getting rid of. The likes of Ahmad, Garnacho, Kobe Mainoo. Should never be getting rid of them. But they're the only ones to get rid of because they're the only ones to make profit.
Yeah.
But then that's why there's all these cuts and all these ticket prices going up, cuts on employees are going down, bonuses are going down, stuff for like charity, our charity work for like retired players like legends, all gone, not happening, just because of PSR being that close to absolutely fisting us. So
if you get a point deduction, that's not fucking good, obviously. But
no, that literally. I know we talk about relegation. Let's be clear, it's not going to happen. Like, it's not going to happen. But if there's point deductions, then it's a different ball game. Then you're really fighting for to not be relegated.
Yeah, because how many points did Everton get deducted that time? Was it 6 or 10?
I think it was 10, but I think they appealed it and got some back, but don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure. So I know Forest as well, they got it as well. And Leicester.
Like,
all of them had it.
Shit you not, brother. Like, right now, let's just say that you did fuck up and you got 10 points. Like, you're literally on 17th.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, literally. Yeah.
Madness.
Obviously, that'll be what... Yeah. Yeah, so we go from... Yeah, just because of a goal difference, we'll be 16th. That's the only reason. Fine against Wolves, Leicester, Ipswich, Southampton.
Because obviously Southampton are already gone.
Oh yeah, they're permanent. That's done.
Right.
Ipswich, Southampton actually beat Ipswich, which was quite funny. Ipswich could go down. I think Leicester. I think the literally bottom three is the three that goes down. But if that was to happen, then yeah, we're looking like to get relegation. But being realistic from this point where we are now, we're fine. It's just we're going to end the season. Like you can quote me this now. We end in the bottom half of the table. End of the season. We don't get top 10 at all. Nowhere near.
I'm with you on that.
Nowhere near.
It's just fucking... These giant clubs, man, are just fucking shit in the bed every week.
Yeah. I know, but like our expectations were never high. I don't think they were high this season because of what happened last season. We're like, FA Cup, obviously, it covers the cracks, the big ass cracks in United, and the same stuff was happening under Ten Hag. It's like it's not good enough. It's not going to work. Now, obviously, new manager. He's got to try and weld the cracks back together somehow. And like he said, stuck to his principles and said, it's going to be difficult. It ain't going to be nice at all. And you got to stick with it. Obviously, people always forget. Chelsea came 12th at one point. They won the Champions League that year. They came 12th, by the way, which is crazy. But they did still come 12th. It can happen to a big club. I know Chelsea are like 6th now, but like they had a great push. Well, at one point, everyone was saying, league contenders until they bottled it, of course, which is was bound to happen. But they put themselves in a position to be called title contenders.
Yeah.
So that's what we need to do. We need to be laughed at, get laughed at for how bad the season is, and improve.
Yeah, because that would be mad. Imagine if let's say you finish let's say you finish 50th, for instance.
Yeah.
And then you win the Europa League. You would have finished 15th and get Champions League football.
Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, which I wouldn't mind. Like, I'll be like, you know what, fair enough. Like, is what it is. Like, we are bad in the league. I know the league table always the league table shows what a team is, really.
Of course.
It does show what a team is. So to get that, it's like, okay. Obviously, it's knockout games. Knockout games are different to week in, week out to keep your points going up, which is obviously how Ten Hag covered his tracks with where he's finished, because he's pretty much won something. So it would be nice. It'd be nice to win it. It would be a miracle. Absolute miracle.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, bro. It's not just Kim and Jane at upper, it's also Lima and Guerrero. Yeah, no, I've been calling that out, man. I've been calling that out. I don't want Lima at this club, I don't want Guerrero at this club, and then I want the centre-backs gone as well. So, no, I'm with you. I need to get rid of Garnacho. Yeah, money-wise, yeah, of course. It would have been, actually, money-wise, realistically, if you could get like 100 million for Rashford, which was never going to happen, if you could, because he come through the youth setup, that would be the best.
Oh, yeah, it would have been the best outcome. Obviously, 40 mil is like, 40 mil profit. It's not bad if it happens, but we could have got way more. But But no, the actual, I know. Well, all of you lot. I know. Especially he hates Garnacho, which I think is crazy. And I don't even think that's me putting bias towards it. I think he's just a talented player in a bad team. I truly think if you whack him in that Bayern side, that's your left wing sorted. But that sorts you right out. He's a youngster. He will get better, hopefully, in time, under the right manager and all that. And then obviously you've got to remember as well, now under Amorim, he's out of position technically. He's a left winger. So he's either been played left wing back, which he's not, or a 10, which he's not. So he's going to struggle. So he's going to adapt.
Where's Ahmad?
He's been both, either 10 or right wing back, but he's suited right wing back very well because he's got so much energy on him. He's a running maniac, even though he's small, throws people off the ball and all that, and presses. Always wants to go forward, which is why he's absolutely insane. But something I want to point out on Garnacho. I remember the City game that we beat him. Garnacho and Rashford were dropped for being shit in training and all that. Who came out on top? Who's the one that's left the club? Rashford, because he didn't pick up his game. Because he, as you can see, he didn't get game time pretty much after that. Garnacho did. Garnacho got back into the team, was on the bench, then started playing games. Like he got back into it, put work into it. So there's levels to it. There's level to it. So I think the Garnacho hate that he does get is very unnecessary for a 20-year-old kid.
Severus, man, big up, man. How you doing? Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think we covered most of it though, brother.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be an interesting 24 hours. Well,
facts.
I say interesting. I don't think for my club.
I don't think anything will happen for mine. The only thing will happen will be, I feel like that as new guys about to be loaned out. So yeah, there's that. Be happy, I guess, if you don't want him and you want Guerrero to make fake.
Dortmund just made a signing right now for a Chelsea player. I'm not even going to pronounce his name, but it's a loan move with a buy option clause including a value of higher than 40 million release clause.
Mad. So
Dortmund just signed a player from Chelsea. Like I said, I ain't saying that last name because I butchered the shit out of
that. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
So it's already interesting.
Yeah. No, shit's gonna happen tonight. Facts. That will happen, but let's see what happens. But yeah, the main one for me is going to be if Tal goes, if he stays. But yeah, man, we'll get to that. I'm going to send you guys all over to Gio's channel, Juve Cornercast. So yeah, big up to everybody. Again, thank you to Taylor for coming on as always.
Always.
Yeah, man. Until then, people, we're out of here. Go put TVB vote into Gio's chat, and until then, yes, I'm here. Peace out, Bayern family. Peace.